reseller friends! Welcome to Seller's Corner. I'm Erynn, product specialist at Vendoo, and today I'm super excited to take you behind the scenes. This is where I film all of my Vendoo content and where I operate my resale business. I've set up this space to be perfect for everything I need. Before I show you, let me invite you to subscribe to our channel. We publish content all the time, and it's all related to Vendoo product tips, community updates, and information about how to scale and grow your resale business. Come take a look. So I'm super thankful that I have a really big reselling space. It was not always that way, and I've definitely sacrificed a basement. But I have my laundry room right near my office, which is so perfect. That's the first place most things go. In here I have a steamer. I have all of the supplies for washing, laundering, and stain treating. And that's kind of the first step where inventory goes after it's entered. Then I have several different racks, and I use these for items that are all at different steps in the process. So they come here to await steaming and photography, and I have a couple of these down the hall. I love these. My only recommendation is getting a super sturdy one because I've lost some racks over the years when you overload them. Another cool thing I did is these wall racks, and we'll link these below. You definitely want to anchor these in like it says, another lesson learned the hard way, but these are great for tall items. So when I'm steaming or preparing these long items, I don't have to get on the ground with the steamer. I keep them up there. Coming over here is my photograph space. I actually have this wall painted with home theater projection paint. That's why it's that boring flat white. It's the type of paint that it's made for movie screens to project onto flawlessly, and that makes it the perfect place to take images. It's flat, anti-reflective, and it's matte. Another cool thing I love, and these are so cheap, are these hooks. These hooks look so nice. It's a big upgrade from my command strip, and they're super durable because again, they're anchored in. So here I have my main one, if you will, but above it I have my tall one for taller garments. And the end of these unscrews. So you can unscrew this part, leaving just that part when I'm doing taller items. And for suits or two-piece sets, I have two. So the longer item, like the pants in a suit set, could go there, and I could photograph it together with the other item. You'll see I have several lights around as well. I work with different types of lighting, and I'm always trying to figure out the best way to eliminate shadows. Right now, I'm using 2 box lights, and I kind of aim those at opposite ways to reduce the shadows from this big ring light, which I also use for filming. We'll link some of my favorite things below. It's been years of going through different types of lights, steamers, and supplies before I reached products that I really like and can recommend. My favorite part of the office is the reseller table. That's what I call it. It's something that I worked with someone to custom make, which is easier than it sounds. You could literally go on your local Facebook groups and see if you could find a carpenter interested in a project. I know that's a little excessive, but they sell really similar things at IKEA. You just might not be able to jump on them the way I could. But I love bin storage because it enables me to throw a ton of things away, it look pretty, and be super functional. I have them for everything. This is kind of my main one, if you will, where you'll see the scale, the tape, the fabric shavers, the tape measures, etc. And all throughout I have different items. I think this one's, it's just tape. Buying things in bulk makes them a lot more inexpensive. So I buy huge things of items like tape, and I love having a place to store that because it saves money in the long run. Over here is what you call my pretty rack. These are the items that are usually not quite on deck because that's the functional rack near where I photograph, but these are items that are coming up next. I separate the way I process inventory by that which needs to be modeled and that which does not. This is also where you'll see me filming a lot of my Vendoo content, where I've been hosting live sales, and it's nice to have a pretty place to do that because I can promise you that the rest of this office is not usually as clean as it is today. Down here you'll see shelves rather than cubes for a ton of shipping supplies, inventory containers, and more. Over there, that's my bot top. That's where I run my bots for Poshmark and Depop. To run bots as a reseller, you have to keep the computer on 24/7, and you might not want to do that with your nicer computer because it's not recommended to treat your devices that way. So instead, I have my bot top. It's a cheap refurbished Chromebook that sits on that ventilated stand for safety. The sleep settings are turned off and it runs 24/7. That's my little lime squishy. Here's the corner you never see because it's the death pile. I wish it was all of the death pile, but under the table, there's like quite a bit more. However, I keep some things here to process. Of course, we have a pack and play because I have a little baby that likes to hang out with me while I do my reseller thing. And the desk. The desk is a mess, and it's actually less of a mess now than usual. But it has everything I need. I keep my inventory numbers, my thank you stickers, and my business cards accessible, and all of the things you need to run the reselling business. So that is my space. It's where I film my content. It's where I spend a lot of time. It's where myself and my employees and my husband, who is an employee incidentally, all work every day. Thanks so much for joining. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube to see all the fun things that I do in this space with Vendoo. I'll see you next time, reseller friends.